What is this place called? I am from North America, so I call it market, but a lot of Europeans probably said kitchen. Why is that? Well, CSGO is a game that relies on the knowledge of the players, and their ability to quickly communicate knowledge is paramount because of this. For this reason, we have specific callouts for most parts of every map in the game. However, Counter-Strike is played by people all over the world, and with the ping barrier between regions, these callouts are really only available to be spread within region. While the modern esports era has brought on more universal callouts, many disputed callouts still remain. Let's start with Mirage. I already showed you market/kitchen, but there's a lot of these disputed callouts on Mirage. The A-bomb site is completely messed up depending on where you're from and who you learned CS with. I'm just gonna run through them quickly with what I call each spot coming first. Triple can be Firebox or Danger Box. Firebox can be Ninja, Noob Corner, or Hotbox. Default can be Triple. Under Palace can be Ninja or Dark. Ninja can be Firebox, Deep, and pardon me here, but I've heard it called Gay Spot before by multiple people. What makes this such a mess is that so many of these callouts are repeated, with 3 Fireboxes, 3 Ninjas, and 2 Triples. Past the A site, one that I think people needlessly complicate is Catwalk and Short. Let's clear this up right now. If they are here, they are on Catwalk. If they are here, they are on Short. One that I find to be less of a regional barrier and more of an age barrier is this spot here. People who have been playing longer call this Forest, and newer players call it Jail. Forest in jail. They finally got him for stealing this event from Complexity in 2013. Or maybe it was the tax evasion. On Inferno, most people call this long and this short. I've always called them Archside and Alley though. I'm not sure why I learned it that way, but I did, and I just can't mentally reassociate it. I call this Underpass, but some people in NA call it Mexico because of illegal underground border crossings from Mexico. I've also heard it called Vietnam for the same reasons, but that's much more infrequent. Another callout that has more to do with how long you've been playing is this one. Most people call it Quad, but some are still hanging on to Nubox. Some people also call this Quad. I am not quite sure why, but they do. On Overpass, there is the everlasting debate of Truck versus Optimus. I am on Team Optimus, to be clear. There is also the conflict between water and con. The con mix-up only happens when people shorten both connector and construction to con. I am guilty of this. Some call barrels toxic, which, I mean, they've never said anything mean to me, so I can't confirm or deny. Dust II, for being so popular for so long, doesn't actually have a lot of conflicting callouts, at least as far as I can tell. The only one that I can think of is Long Doors being called Bedroom in some places. Maybe because of how long it's been so popular, the callouts on the map have become standardized to a level that no other map has seen yet. Cash has what I think is the best example of a callout that changes based on when you started playing the game, since there is an exact cutoff date for it. If you started playing the game before the remake, you probably call this spot Z, and if you started playing after, you probably call it mid-window. Some weirdos on either end of the spectrum just call it connector, which throws off the whole gauge, but whatever. Okay, I'm gonna need your help with this next one because I don't know why I started doing this. On the new version of Cash, this box was added. I have called it Tarek Box since it was added to the map, and I don't know why. Most people call it Headshot Box as far as I can tell. If you have any idea why I started doing this, please explain in the comments. I am very interested to know. On Ancient, this room is bedroom or cave. I call it bedroom, even though there is no bed and it is only very roughly a room. One time during matchmaking, one of my teammates called Donut Nether Portal, which is pretty cool. Alright, so that wraps up the list of conflicting callouts that I could think of. But there is one more thing. So Anubis is in the professional pool right now. On this map, the callouts are all very new, and I'm sure we'll refine them more as the map is played more. But for now, it's open season for callouts, and I just want to give my quick elevator pitch on why I want this spot to be called Sewer. First off, it leads players into the water section, so it makes sense in that way. Also, it's kinda dark and dirty, so the aesthetic fits. And finally, imagine how dope it would be to get a sick play from Sewer. Like, there are so many opportunities for ratty plays and lurks coming from the Sewer. Like, I've heard people call it E-box or connector, which is, like, acceptable, but they don't have the same ring to them. Plus, in the video I made advocating for Anubis a few months ago, I called this place sewer. I love Anubis, and I just want this little piece of the map to reflect my love and advocacy for the map through thick and thin. All I ask is that you consider it. Callouts are weird. We have just all associated these spots with sometimes completely random words in our minds. Counter-Strike was born in an era of gaming before we could ping spots to show where the enemy was. We needed to create our own lexicon, a language that only Counter-Strike players understand, to communicate unique, nuanced spots everywhere our enemies could be lurking. CS is the competitive game where communication is most important. There is a reason that in CS, international English-speaking squads only took off in the past 5 years, while they had been a mainstay in MOBAs for a long time. You can't just play your own game in CS and win. You need to be able to understand and work with complex ideas and strategies. In Counter-Strike, strategy is king, and callouts are a key part of strategy. They need to be concise, yet they also need to convey enough meaning for everyone to know what you mean. In a team environment, as long as your team knows what you're talking about, you can really come up with your own callouts and they would work. I did this once with some friends. We created a completely new set of callouts on Nuke and we were able to play on without a hitch. So I guess as long as your team knows what you're talking about, anywhere really can be over there. Thank you. Hey, first off, thanks to Vu for the video idea, and second off, if you guys have heard any more of these that I didn't list in the video, please leave them in the comments, because I think these are super interesting, especially if there's one like super weird one that you've only heard a couple times, or is specific to your region. But anyways, yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like, and if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter as well, link in the description. Bye.